national level FDP on OBE implementation, NBA roadmap, and ICT tools for effective teaching. Today, our day 2, that is the implementation of OBE model. We will be having session on this. Our resource person is Dr. Surendra Rathod, sir. I welcome you, sir, for sparing time for us for this program. Sir is Dean Academics, Professor and Head at Sardar Patel Institute of Technology and Mumbai. Sir is PhD from IIT Roorkee in mitigation of radiation effects in MOS-based devices and circuits. ME from BJTI Mumbai University and BE from Amravati University. Sir has 19 years of vast experience, academic experience. Sir has published more than 50 papers in various national and international conferences. Sir is also receiver of various awards and certificates. Sir is an instrumental in setting outcome-based education and at Electronics Department of Sardar Patel Institute of Technology. We welcome you, sir, for today's session. So I'm over to you, sir, for the start of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Shine ma'am. Thank you for the nice introduction. May I share my screen?
Yes, sir, you can. I'll stop sharing. Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Karthik sir. Thank you, Arif sir. I don't know Padhan sir is there or not in the meeting. Whenever I am at your college, I recollect all these names. And thank you inviting me. Arif sir has given this topic to me. He wants the talk on implementation of OBE model for continuous improvement. So I am presenting this topic as per my understanding first. But Arif sir has given me some input also yesterday night, but I could not incorporate those things in PPTs because I was not having time. I think 1.5 hours I have got, and let us try to discuss this topic. So I will put my perception, and then if you have any doubt, obviously our session will be interactive session, no doubt about it. You can stop at any point of time and you can ask, you can discuss. In fact, you are supposed to remain connected, and if you don't reply, that means you are not present in the meeting. That's the conclusion. Even if you are logged in, so you are supposed to interact with me continuously, and I will tell you how we are going to interact immediately after one slide. But then at the end, if you think that whatever expectations from this particular session are not fulfilled, or you wanted something else to be discussed, then I'm open for that. We can have last 10-15 minutes or whatever time you want. Actually, we can have that discussion of CO, PO, or whatever is you are expecting. But my first hour, at least 1 hour, and more than that, in fact, will be exactly based on the title that I have got, Implementation of OBE Model for Continuous Improvement. Right? So thank you very much once again for inviting me. And my interaction will happen through chat box. I'm sure that you are logged in through whatever device, you are able to access your chat box. And that's how we are going to interact. If I get logged out because of some technical issue or because of any reason, I will come to know that if I don't get response in a chat box, right? That's the meaning. So continuously we'll be interacting through chat box. So this is the first slide. Let me acknowledge all my students and the faculty members from my institute, SPIT, who always encourage me and put forward many questions and many challenges which I try to understand and fulfill. And that's how these presentations, my presentations are always evolved to discussions. Next point is whatever data you may see some point of time, some numbers, some graphs or something like that. If you at all, or some statements, if you see, probably they have been picked up from one of the report, maybe from National Board of Accreditation or Deloitte or even Gartner or UNICEF or UNESCO or NASCOM reports. So from statistics or something, because in a flow of talk, I may put some numbers or something like that, which comes from these validated and authenticated reports. And obviously to make the presentation very interesting, interactive, so that it should not become a very boring talk for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. I have to pick up many images and other resources from internet. So to all those people who have put these images and everything on the internet, my acknowledgements for that. Okay. So it's a beautiful package which I would like to discuss with you for 1.5 hours. And what I think from the title of this speech is that, first of all, I need to energize and discuss about the value-based system and the priority of creating an environment in an education system about the OBE. We are talking OBE from last several years. I have given the talks to your institute also. But then still whether that acknowledgement is there or not, whether faculty members realize the importance and the priority of this OBE in this pandemic situation as well or not. That is what we need to establish. And I think at the end of 1 hour, some of you will definitely be in alignment with me. Then challenges, as we go on discussing, obviously we will be talking about it. So you will definitely put forward some challenges. So it's kind of an identification of challenges in implementation of OBE, because we are talking about the improvement. And unless we understand the present problems, present limitations, challenges, how can we improve the system, right? Then the next point is we would like to comprehend the concept of learning outcomes with respect to evolving situation. Learning outcomes or course outcomes or program outcomes, you have heard these words many a times, but situation is changing day by day, very dynamic, very disruptive. So in this changing situation, are these relevant? And we need to talk about it to some extent, and let us have thinking in that direction as well. And finally, throughout the presentation, obviously, whenever I will talk about the challenges, possible solutions also we can put forward, or you can also tell me, correct? So this is how we are going to progress. So my first slide comes, it's an online presentation. If we want, we can see each other by disabling and enabling our video cameras. But you know that people don't like that nowadays. So let us have a live chat through chat box. And there are 26 participants, including me, or let us say 24 around. And let us see how many of you actually are active and respond to my various questions, which are available on slide. So I will not read this. You have to type the answer in the chat box. It gives me feedback that you are looking at the screen and you are also mentally present and you are active because you are writing in the chat box as well. And this is how I think we need to engage ourselves. Otherwise, I don't know, I'll be talking to only screen, right? Very nice. So people started typing. Madam, happy. Talukdar sir, happy. Happy to meet you, sir. Rupali madam, happy. Ashish sir, happy. Everybody happy. Excited to koi nahi hai. ठीक है, चलेगा. Fortunately, sad is also not there. Normal is okay. Zeba madam, normal से हम लोग happy पे आ जाएंगे. Good, good. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. अभी भी ज़्यादा percentage complete नहीं हुआ है. Okay, Gayatri madam also says she is happy. Okay. I want you to be excited at the end. Excited नहीं है कोई. चलो खुश है. चलो इतना भी चलेगा. Shahin madam also happy. Aslam sir also happy. So I think 50% responses मिल गए. 50% I believe they will wake up and they are not only अवेलेबल ऑन स्पीकर लगा के बैठे नहीं है सिर्फ, लेकिन स्क्रीन भी देख रहे हैं और टाइप भी कर रहे हैं. थोड़ी देर बाद तो भी आप आ जाओ ऑनलाइन. विल बी गुड फॉर अस, फॉर एवरीवन, राइट? ओके. So now let us try to recollect, and this is the second day of your program. So I'm sure on first day at least you have discussed these two words. And remember, when I am asking your questions or we are discussing, there is nothing right and there is nothing wrong answer. We are talking about objectives and outcomes from last, at least at SPIT, I can say last 10 years. People are still confused. अभी भी पता नहीं लोगों को इसका डिफरेंस समझ में नहीं आता है. So it is okay, perfectly fine. But whatever is our understanding, we should open up and write. अभी तो भी लिखो कुछ. Let us try to understand the difference between recollect. At least I took minimum 2 sessions at your college. So if you can try to recollect, एक डिफरेंस बता दो, ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या होता है, कोई भी एक चलेगा. I already told nothing wrong, nothing right. This is not an examination, it's a discussion. But I'll get a feedback from you. क्या होता है ऑब्जेक्टिव, क्या होता है और आउटकम क्या होता है. You can unmute and speak also. It is your choice. If you want, you can unmute and speak as well. I'll allow that, no problem. It is up to you. But chat box, if you type, our conversation will be quick. Fast, एक भी रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आया, ऐसे कैसे? What is the difference between objective and outcome?
Sir, objective is something like for which we are working. We are deciding our goal or objective, and for which we are making strategic planning and we are working.
Okay.
And outcome is something like we are achieving after certain periods. When we are setting the objectives and we are working for that objective, and after working for a particular period of time in a strategic manner, then we are expecting something outcome. So it's not like that the result and outcome. Result is something immediately we are looking forward, but outcome is something we are working for particular period and we are expecting something, the decided attributes and all that things.
Okay, चलो ठीक है. Very nice. To a larger extent, it's a good answer. But then others also can speak. Aslam sir बोलते हैं कि it is before start and outcome is after end. Specific result. Rupali madam says objective is a specific result and outcome means a measuring certain activity. Okay. Outcome is basically measurement and evaluation of activity result. Objective, I think you can also see each other's comments, right? So no problem. Result and objective are specific result which we want or intend. Okay. See, this is very important and essential question, because if we don't know the answer of this question, then we are talking about the improvement, right? So it will become little difficult to talk about improvement unless we understand the differences between what is objective, what is outcome. So everybody has to be very clear about it. I have given many examples in the past also, and I think because of time we will not give all those examples, but you can revise, you can rethink, you can Google out and find out the differences. But in short, I will put another perspective to it, and the perspective is like this. When you think about objective, or what sir has told right now, the same thing is objective is always a teacher-centric approach. Like for example, what is my job now? My job now is to conduct a session on a given topic, right? OBE implementation and continuous improvement. This is my object. My objective is to teach you or conduct this particular online session for 1.5 hours. That's it. Done. So whether you are understanding or not, I am least bothered about it. Whether you are getting the concepts or not, I am least bothered about it. Whether you are connected or not, I am least bothered about it. Believe me, that would be my objective. My objective, Arif sir has given me, sir, आपको इस पे topic पे 1.5 घंटा बात करनी है. खत्म मेरा काम. I am delivering the session, right? This probably could be my objective. So at the end of the session, if you're not understood anything after 1.5 hours of a session, then what's the point in having that session, right? So outcome is always a student centric, learning centric. So if I say that after my session, you will be able to tell successfully, you will be able to do successfully something, or at least awareness if I'm creating among the audience attendees, that is my outcome. So outcome of a result of an activity may or may not be there. You may get outcome, you may not get outcome. At the end of the session, if I see that somebody is simply connected virtually just because they are the participant and not participating at all, outcome will not be there. My objective is 100% fulfilled, but outcome is not fulfilled, zero outcome, right? But if there's a participant who is continuously interacting and trying to understand what I'm trying to say in 1.5 hours, and then at the end, he says that, yes, there is some sense in whatever we have discussed, probably my outcome is 100% met. And if everybody does that, 100% met, correct? So this is the broader level. In simple words, I have tried to make you clear. One more example, if I want to give you, if you want to have an experiment, if you perform an experiment, you set an objective that, let us say, student do this experiment. कोई भी एक example ले सकते हैं हम लोग. Like for example, prove Ohm's law. So like student may perform an experiment, take the currents, take the voltages, try to plot the table, everything is done. So they will get the result. They will get the output. Objective was there. Output is also there. There is one more important term here which is not mentioned, that is an output, right? Objective is there. Output is also there. That is, they got the currents and voltages. But whether Ohm's law has been satisfied or not, that they have to verify. If that is verified successfully, then outcome is met. Okay. So objective was my centric, teacher centric, that you are a student, perform an experiment and try to prove the Ohm's law. Done, right? Output is, result is, experiment has been performed and the result is ready, right? Data is there. That is output, because output has to be there if activity is there. But then it is not necessary that outcome will be there, right? If Ohm's law is proved, then you can say that outcome is there. Now, briefly, I want this, briefly, because this is a kind of a revision I'm doing, okay? On this slide, and actually on next slide also, it's kind of a revision, trying to understand that how much you are in sync with me. What do you understand by vision, mission, PO, PSO, CO? So many statements, so many words are over here. But then one by one you write. First write about vision. Small, one keyword or one line, etc. is more than enough for me. What do you think? Vision of your institute, department, etc. Fast, quick enough, huh? I don't want to spend more time on first 2 slides. This is a revision, I already said. Vision. What do you think of a vision? Vision matlab kya hota hai? What is vision? So continuous improvement, if you want to do, and if we don't have a vision, how are we going to do an improvement? What do you think a vision statement is? Fast. I have not got any single answer. See, the way we do with students, if you want me to do, I can do that. I can go back to the list of participants. I can pick up and I can tell. If you want me to do like that. So that one-to-one conversation is there. Okay. Vision is envisioning the future. Very nice. Anything else? Talukdar sir has mentioned.
Sir, it is short-term goal or long-term goal of the organization?
You are talking about vision or mission or what? Specific answer.
Vision, sir.
Vision. Okay. So, but then you mentioned short-term goal also. Vision is generally a long-term dream, you can say, which probably may or may not be fulfilled, but we want to do that. We want to achieve that. We say, no, somebody is a visionary. Unka ye vision tha ke aisa karna hai. It's a very broad statement, right? So vision where we want to see. Yes. Vision is to chase a benchmark. Okay. Chalo, Talukdar sir ne mission bhi likh diya. Mission is the steps required at present to achieve the vision. Correct. Vision is something that you want to achieve, and mission are the statements, are the steps required to achieve that vision. Exactly. Now next word we will go for PO, program education objectives, they are called as. Have you heard this word earlier? सुना होगा कभी तो.
Hello.
PEO. Anybody would like to write about PEO? They are related to a particular program, educational program, therefore program education, and their objectives. So we just tried to understand the word objective in the earlier question, previous question. Yes,
Rathod sir.
Yes.
Rathod sir, there is some technical issue regarding the link, Google link. Many participants are waiting for joining that link. तो I request sir कि हम लोग एक new link share कर रहे हैं और वो लिंक से हम लोग ज्वाइन करेंगे. थोड़ा आप वो मैसेज
तो मुझे ये बंद करना पड़ेगा प्रेजेंटेशन का, ये ठीक है?
हाँ, क्योंकि सर क्या हो रहा है, बहुत सारे
पार्टिसिपेंट आर कॉलिंग एक्चुअली.
चलेगा, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है सर. सो आप लिंक भेजिए, मैं उससे ज्वाइन करता हूँ और मैं इस स्लाइड से शुरू करूंगा यहीं से. ठीक है?
ओके सर, सॉरी सर फॉर इंटरप्शन.
कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात.
ओके सर.